While the camshaft's still exposed, we finally performed the long-awaited valve lash adjustment. So get your beer and popcorn ready for this epic adventure. We're going to do the valve adjustment today. How does this work, Mugen?
Yeah, filler gauges, you know? Yeah, we already have our exhaust side and our intake side, you know?
We marked it.
Yeah, so...
And their information's on the hood.
They look right here.
Okay.
So, you know, we already have everything centered.
It's recommended to remove all the spark plugs out before rotating the crank clockwise so you're not fighting with the resistance of the compression stroke.
So we start with number 1, 2, 3, 4.
So right now we're atop dead center on cylinder 1, and we're starting with cylinder 1.
Okay.
And you recommend to do the, obviously the side that's easier to get to, right?
Yeah, the exhaust side.
So...
Stick that bad boy in there, and that is...
That has, that's just the right amount of play, right?
Yep. Not too tight, not too loose.
Okay.
Just right.
Yeah.
Get the little snapback. Put this one over here. As you can see, it's tight.
That one you're like, you almost have to force it in there.
I can't even push it in, right?
So that's like too tight.
Yeah, so that one has to be adjusted.
And then on the intake side, right? So this one, currently, that one is like way too loose. Because I could just fucking going in there, it barely...
It should have some kind of resistance.
Like this has barely any kind of resistance. I could just go really easy.
Yeah.
So,
you know, if I check it.
yeah.
Get it from this angle. This one feels good, right? I like the feel of that.
Okay.
Slight drag, not too much. I mean, it probably could be a little bit adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, maybe.
So I'm not sure. Maybe it was that one.
Because, I mean, I know this one's loose too. Yeah, this one's definitely loose.
Alright.
I mean, intake side might be looser than the exhaust side.
The exhaust one is just the one is just loose, and the other one's like extremely tight. This one, these are like kind of like.
You're definitely gonna want to adjust at least this one here.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now I see that you have.
That bad boy in there like that. Like, honestly.
I could adjust that.
I don't know.
It's there.
50-50, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, minimal.
Okay.
You don't really want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to mess with it. Don't mess with it.
All right. So
this one's good. This one feels fine.
Okay.
That feels. This one I say, leave it alone.
Okay.
We'll adjust that one. We'll do this one here. This one's tight, so we'll do this one first, right?
Right. You can do this because I see like a nut and then a flathead to it, right?
Yeah.
You could use a regular wrench and a flathead screwdriver, correct? But you have a special tool.
Special tool, man.
And that's dedicated for Hondas, or that's engines in general?
Engines in general.
Okay.
Make different sizes. It just makes it easier. So, you know, get the tool in there, break it loose, adjust. That's how it is.
Okay.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, so basically I start by getting the tool on here.
Okay.
So, you know, you want to, I mean, I got the feeler gauge there too, so.
You don't want to have that in there.
I don't want it to fall. We're not ready to adjust really, so break it loose like that. You saw that?
Yeah.
How it came loose? See
Okay.
it's loose?
Just, yeah, loosen
So,
up.
I mean, just loosen it minimal, not a lot. technically you want to have the feeler gauge in there while you're doing this. Okay.
Okay.
So you see how it's in there? I was able to slide it in, right?
Yeah.
Before it wasn't. That's because I loosened it. But if I tightened it, you see how now
It moved with it.
I can't even pull that bad boy out.
That's too tight.
It's way too tight now. It's stuck in there.
Okay.
So go back a little. Now, like, I'm able to move it, but still, it's still tight. So it's very minimal. You see now? Look at that. I say that's slight drag right there. So basically, you hold it in place and you lock it. So, you know, basically that's how you do it. You see? That might be a little too tight still, but now I'm able to get the feeler gauge in there. Before we wasn't, right?
Yeah.
Now we are. And we got the slight drag, but basically you want to match it up to how this one feels.
Okay.
It's better to be loose than tight.
Now, is there a torque spec to tighten a nut once you have a final setting, or no?
I mean,
You just, it's like
there probably is, but this is all hand tight shit. You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is like this is the feeling part.
Yeah.
So yeah, loose, tight. That's how you want to do it. As long as you tighten it, you should be fine. Don't forget to like not lock the lock, you know.
Because then it'll just fall in, right?
Well, it'll move over time and then start making noise. You don't want that. It'll be, yeah, I mean before it falls. So that's pretty much how that is. So yeah, like that. This one, I mean, it still feels a little too tight. You want to get it just right. If I can get the damn tool on there. There you go. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Back and forth, slight drag, a little bit of a snapback. I like that. I mean, you want to feel that? There you go. Check it out. Like I said, we'll go over like 2 more times until it feels just right.
Yeah,
I mean,
this one feels just a hair tighter than the other one, but it's better than before.
right, before he wasn't able to get it in.
No.
So it's very minimal.
Okay.
So, you know, you're not going to get it perfect, I'll tell you that.
That's good though?
Yeah, that's good for now. Like I said, we'll rotate, and then we'll go on to the next one, next one, come back, check it again.
Okay.
And then we're going to get close to it being perfect. But yeah, that's the idea.
But now we're going to do the intake adjustment?
Alright, so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let the camera go.
Yeah, this is the loose side. That's the loose one there.
That's the loosey-goosey?
So come in here, break it loose, tighten it a little. Still too loose. Now we got like a little slight drag going on there.
Better?
Yeah, I feel that. Right? Before it was way too loose. Now you got some kind of resistance.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you know, check the other one, see how that one feels. We might have to adjust that one.
Yeah, you can go adjust it.
There. There's on this one. The same thing that I did. Break it loose first, then adjust. Yep.
Okay.
So now you know, there's an opening to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and
so you want to tighten it a little.
so we went what, counter?
Just go like eat, you know, and clockwise. Yep. And tighten it.
Too tight.
I mean, you're gonna have to check it once you tighten, you know, because once you lock it, it's gonna make it a little bit more tighter.
Alright. You wanna check it?
That's fine. Yeah, you can take 2 out. That's normally how I check.
Too loose?
So yeah, this one has like a slight drag to it. You know? Feels about right. Like I said, we're gonna check it over and over. So, yeah, that feels just about the same right there.
It says rotate camshaft 100 degrees clockwise. Camshaft gears turn 90 degrees. So we're going to monitor. Now, it is crucial to follow procedure steps from the shop manual during the adjustments, because if any human error occurs, it can cause major damage. Here's an example of what I'm talking about that we caught in time.
Yeah, I'll make sure you have the right one. So, that one doesn't even feel like enough to go in. Nor this one. For me, seems like they're too tight. Yeah, even this side feels tight.
Too tight?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to get in with.
Rotate the crankshaft 180 degrees clockwise. Camshaft gears turn 90 degrees. And check, if necessary, adjust the valve clearance on cylinder number 3. Rotate.
So it's telling us check number 3 first.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
Rotate the crankshaft 180 degrees. Camshaft gears turn 90. Check cylinder 4. Then rotate 180 degrees. 90 degree. So cylinder 2 they want you to adjust last.
Okay. Then.
So there is a sequential order, so it's a good thing you had a good feeling about it.
Also, another good example of thinking that you're following procedure.
Camera in the way.
I mean, it feels like it's tight too on this. Same thing like it was.
I'm thinking, because we don't know if we went too much on order. It might be putting it on the stress.
On what?
We should just go cylinder 1 again, like match the lines on cylinder 1, and then turn it so 3. So we're in that order. Maybe it takes the stress off the
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can turn it right now.
We'll see if that makes it easier to feel, you know.
Yeah.
So recovering from that info, we start by rotating the engine back to TDC cylinder 1.
Go to cylinder 1. So you see, monitor this, and I guess I'll monitor it 180.
So refining what I said earlier, by following the sequential procedure steps, you're pretty much following the engine's firing order, so that you're taking the load resistance off the hydraulic lifters at TDC of that cylinder, so that way your feeler gauge will slide in easy and that you can adjust the valve lash properly.
Right there.
Yeah,
and we went to 90. 90 this way, we went this, and this one went down to 90.
Right. Alright, yeah.
So, and that probe went up.
Looks about right.
So,
I just want to see. Oh yeah, that feels way much better now.
better?
Yep.
So that's, yeah, so it has, so adjusting it does have to be in that order, as what it says.
Yep.
So you don't get like a false adjustment, you know?
Yeah, we'll have to come back to this one.
They feel perfect.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean,
This one feels perfect. I mean, this one, feel like this one feels a little loose compared to the other one.
Yeah. So, alright, well, let's see how the other side feels.
Okay. 0.79.
Yeah, like I'm able to get it in, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's not tight. Definitely a little bit on the looser side.
On that?
Yeah, for this over here. Yeah, we might have to adjust here. I feel like we do. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, it goes like right in, no
It's no drag, right?
drag. So you're gonna do that side first?
Yeah, let's do this side and then go back to that side. At least that way I have a better feel
Alright, let
for
me
what it feels like here.
get this thing up here.
Because we both confirmed that this feels loose, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with this over here.
Number 3. Intake or ein for German.
Yeah, for me it's like, you know, slight drag and the snap. That's one of the main things that I look for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, get that snap to it. That's, to me, kind of feels
That's
good.
optimum.
Like that, yeah. Like that, just, it went right in. Break free, tighten. Go back and forth. Just like the book says. Quite slight drag. A little bit of snap. I mean, that might be even good right there.
Yeah. I do feel like it's a little bit more of a drag to it.
So, yeah, I mean, it's better to be loose than anything, so if you feel like it's a little too tight, then you can go ahead and try to loosen it up just a little bit and adjust.
Then again, I don't know.
Because before it was very loose.
No, I want to say it's good.
You know, we'll go over it again, you know?
Yeah. This one. They're good. They're good. Guess it depends on the angle when you pull it.
Like right now, we're just trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Once we go over it again and again, then we'll come close to being perfect.
Okay.
You know, that's how I go about it.
Yeah.
I do it at least 3 times, and then I'd be like, all right, the final form. And then at least like the first time, it's like, okay, I'm getting a feel. Second time, I'm getting, all right, now I'm really starting to get it.
Yeah.
And then by the time we hit the 3rd mark, we should be dead on. All right, so now this side. You were saying it was what, a little loose?
The one on the back, I think, felt loose. Don't tell me.
Yeah, that one does feel loose. This one feels fine. Like, this one's alright. It's got a little snap to it. This over here, yeah, definitely loose. So we'll adjust. Oh, I got this. Alright. Chinese food, how may I help you? I think that's it right there. Feels fine. Alright, so we're done with cylinder 3. Now we go with 4, right?
Yeah, you gotta go 90, another 180 on the crank and 90 on that.
Alright, I'll let you do that part. Spin, spin, spin. Well, at least we know the tensioner's doing its job.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I feel like this one, that one's fine. And then, you know, you're able to get into this one here, which feels fine too, kind of. I don't know, you're gonna have to tell me on that. It feels good. Honestly, I don't think we have to mess with this one here either. So,
Yeah, that felt good. I felt a little sneak attack.
so you're starting to get an idea, right?
Yeah.
Of what you're looking for. Not too loose, not too tight, slight
Yeah,
drag.
because you gotta like, you can't pull upwards, then obviously it's gonna grip more in the feeler gauge.
Yeah.
So don't get fooled by that. You just gotta kind of like pull it nice and even on the sides. And yeah, that felt like it snapped back just right. Because that could be very easily, you could get fooled by that, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. But still, you know, going back and forth should give you the idea.
Yeah, that's good. Trying to get it the best I can, you know, because your viewers are gonna see what you're actually doing. Because I know it's like a tight spot.
Yeah, it's tight, and you know, I wish I had the longer feeler gauges.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to get this one. Snap on probably. Still, you gotta work with what you got. So,
And obviously I guess, best time to do this adjustment would obviously be summertime temperatures, right?
yeah,
Just died.
got everything apart.
Because the winter, I guess if it's cold, I think to even do the operations, I think it says in the book it has to be a certain temperature, like currently, like right now. Hey Siri, what's the current temperature outside?
It's about 79 degrees outside.
So we're at 79 degrees. I think that matches to what the spec is in the for ambient temperature.
It's got to be cold. The
Yeah.
engine.
Like cold, but not like temperature now, ambient temperature. Not
mean-
like 20-degree temperature, because obviously that changes the feel of the metal, you know?
Well, yeah, you don't want to do this outside. You know, inside it feels loose.
Very loose.
Yeah.
This one's loose, the first one.
Okay.
This one is very, very, very minimum drag. I mean, I feel like,
Feels like it needs to be adjusted.
yeah, this is like how cylinder 1 felt like, I think. It's like just so slight, like very, very minimum touch to it.
So yeah, I'd say this one's fucking loose. Get the tool in there, crack it. Alright,
Okay.
tighten. You know, still feels loose. It does help to have this tool, because trying to make shit for flathead and boxing is kind of hard. Yeah, now we got like a little slight drag, somewhat of a snap. I say that's pretty good right there. You want to check that out?
So we're going to rotate 90, well 180 on the crank. The cam's going to turn 90, so this is going to go up and this is going to go down, and we're going to cylinder number 2. You can see at that angle we have our probe at number 2, so you should start to see that move also. Okay, go. Line is on top on the intake, our line on the exhaust is on the bottom, and our probe over here is on the top. So TDC on cylinder number 2.
So if I go and check this, I bet you it's gonna be really tight. Nah, it's very loose. All right, so that like.
Yeah, we were definitely.
Yeah, we were going the opposite. All right.
So you definitely have to go sequential on the order.
So I mean, yeah, now we're able to get it in, right? Before we wasn't able to.
Yeah, it was like really tight. Yeah.
So all right, not a big deal. That one felt good. But now I gotta come back and correct. This is a perfect example because this is how easy you can fuck this up. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that would have been like a noise.
Yeah.
So cool. At least we can fix our issue. You know, we know our problem here.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking expert at that. All right. So yeah, no biggie. But that would be like an idea of
Yeah.
you know how easy you can mess this up. But that's okay. We can come back and we can fix our issue. Like I said, we're gonna go over this like 2 more times.
Mhm.
So we really get it dead on. So
It's something that you should do, right?
Yep. Yep, there we go. Back.
Okay. Back to good feel.
Yep, slight drag. Might have to go a little tighter. Just a little more. Like this is what I mean by feel, you know?
Yeah.
I'll let you check that one out. For me, it feels still feels a little loose, but tell me what you think. It's not loose. I feel like I'm not really getting that snap, right? We'll try the other one.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, compare it to this side?
That one feels fine. I didn't touch that side, right?
Yeah. This one's just a bit tighter.
Trying to break it down for you guys, you know?
Sorry.
Alright.
I'm trying to get that peephole that you see.
I gotta see it as well. Casey?
No.
I'm getting a slight drag, but still not how I want it. Much better. That feels good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You know, it helps that, you know, we work under a comfortable environment. Because, you know, other shops are not like that. Other shops are go, 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 and rip, 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 zip, 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 chop, chop. It don't work like that.
You only want to take this apart once. You don't want to do it twice, and hopefully the second time is not messed up.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So, something like this, you're going to want to take your time in making sure that you get this 100%. Because second time could be a disaster that may cost you money. So yeah, that's the advice on my field I could give. You know?
Yep, don't want to drop a valve. Kaboom! I feel like they're loose. If you want to check here. Loose, right?
Yeah. The first valve is very loose. I don't even feel it doing anything at all. Damn, Mushu should be here. He's missing out. He's gonna have to do this on his M3 one day. You know, those cars deserve tune-ups like this, you know? And I know there's some kind of bullshit with that engine. But not as easy. Usually not as easy.
Engine work.
German work in German engineering is probably a lot. It's the same idea, but probably 10 times harder to do. I want to say that this one, I'm get a good sweep. I mean, it feels a tad loose too, but a little bit better on the other side. I want to say this probably feels definitely better now. A shot.
It feels good.
Right?
I mean, not as much resistance, but
That's what I mean. I remember I said that. It was like a little bit, like the oil, you're feeling like oil resistance only.
yeah. I might have to go a little tighter. Well, it's definitely easy to go in. Somewhat easy to come out. I say for now, that should be alright, and then we'll go over it again.
Okay.
And then, you know, as we get close to doing it for the third time, then I'll be 100% on it.
Okay.
So I say that's cylinder 2 for now. So now we go back at it again.
Round 2. Ready, lock. Fight.
Going back to cylinder 1.
Yep.
So we'll put that in. We're going to 90, and now our cams are probably going to line up again. We're going to go 180 at the crank, 90 degrees at the cams. So here we go.
Yeah.
We're
Good.
Yeah, we're on the top,
Alright.
and our lines match.
Alrighty.
I might just put that here. Good?
So I'll check them, and you'll adjust. You know, I feel a slight drag, a little snap. Yeah. I mean, this one's kind of weird. I don't really feel that much of a drag, but it has a snap. I say leave it alone. I mean, I bet you if you check this, you're gonna be like, it's loose, but I think it's okay.
No, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
I
right.
felt the drag when it. Yeah, it's perfect.
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, this feels like the other side too. Yeah, I want to check that out.
Yeah, it feels like the other side on that one,
Yeah.
which is good. I feel the drag on this one, but it's not as tight as the other one.
Right.
But I do feel the tolerance. I do feel like this snaps back.
Do you feel like it needs to be adjusted, or?
Could just use a minor adjustment to
Alright. Give it an adjust.
give it a shot.
Yep. It's like a debate thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like Trump or
You know? The Republicans
Trump or Biden.
and Democrats. This is left side. No, it's right side.
Yeah, if you want to know how the elections actually feel like in person, try fill in your valve adjustments. It's kind of like that. And then it's the aftermath of after your adjustments if politically everything goes correct, right?
Yep. You gotta make the people happy, right?
Also, when you tighten it, you gotta be like dead on with this guy because it moves slightly on.
Like normally what I do is I try to get it like as close as I can, then tighten it, and then I feel for it. And then I'll be like, okay. That feels like it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I would say I think it feels just as good as the other side. You don't want to assume, though.
As long as it's not far off.
Too tight?
That feels right. Yeah, it feels good.
90 degree, 180 on the crank, 90 degrees on the cam. Chevy. Gotta get a Chevy. Yeah, right.
Show me right and low.
I think on Chevys you have to do this like every 20,000 miles.
Do you?
Maybe back in the day. People used to claim that being the best thing.
Hmm.
Don't ask. They were a top TEC.
Come in here and check. Yeah, and as you do this over and over and over again, you start to really get a feel for it. You don't want to drive yourself too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it's loose.
Alright.
Feel that.
Yeah, the first valve seems to be a little on the loose side. Yeah, it's just like very light. I guess we could use an adjustment on that. Yeah, same thing with this side. They feel the same, so.
I'm gonna try Justin. Yeah, baby. It's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I could just use a friggin' hair for an adjustment. Teach you this at Lincoln Tech, right? I think they did.
What, working on Porsche?
Doing valve adjustments.
I would
Valve lash, whatever you just call valve lash.
Yeah, I would say when you're building the engine or some shit. You know, taking it apart, put it back together. Will the engine run? I did the honing when we rebuilt the engine.
Yeah.
We all we all did a little part.
Yeah. All I know is when you go start an engine that's open on the stand, you don't want to have the fucking breaker bar or the ratchet on the crank.
Oh yeah.
And you're standing between it with your legs.
Oh, it is right now?
Yeah, because if you're standing between that and they even just engage the starter, you're going to lose your balls. It's going to go through your brain. That's how it's... 2 turns of that and you're nuts. You double your nuts.
That sucks.
I think now I feel the feedback with it. Yeah. So now it's good for that. Back with these guys. I guess we didn't adjust that one. before.
Too tight? Or fantastic? It's like adjusting braces on somebody's teeth, right?
Yeah, you know, obviously you don't want to have it too tight because then they complain about it. You know, putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that might be alright. Might be good on the mark there.
Gotta have the right touch.
Yeah.
Just working on those Maseratis must have given me a blessing.
Yeah, at least, you know, at least you're getting a feel for it, right?
Feels good. Feels a little loose. With the hair loose, right?
Yeah. If it feels loose, you know, touch it up. It's like we're passing the doobie. If I was a stoner.
That one feels good, right?
This one might be loose. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where you don't want to overthink it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got it in the right spot, and then it's just like, ah, no, I need a little bit more, and then no, it's too loose. Like, if it feels like it's okay and it's like passable, it's like should be all right then. Like I said, you don't really want to go too crazy. Yeah, I think that one's okay. This one maybe has to
Feels loose.
go a little tighter, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Just a hair. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't try, you don't know. So, it's only one way of doing it. Like you see, like now it's like way too tight.
Can't budge.
Like if you try moving that out. Tight, right? Super tight.
Yeah.
Right, now you know what tight feels like.
They don't want it too tight.
So. Give that a go.
Very good.
You let me know.
Very good.
That's what it feels like?
Yep.
Alright, so I would say we have come to a decision, an agreement,
For cylinder 3?
that we know what we're feeling for now. So we did
It's 3.
3 and now 4, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of like really didn't touch 4, but we'll check it.
Alright, so 180, 90 degree turn on the Kingdoms. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Right there. Yeah, I guess so. Damn head's gonna, the oil gallery's getting in my way here.
Stuff to get in there.
It was. I want to say that felt good. The back one felt good.
I'll say that one felt good.
27. Slight drag. Feels good. Honestly, I think the one in the back is like no adjustment needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're safe to leave that one alone. I feel like this one needs to be adjusted.
Number, the back one?
This one right here, yeah. And this one may be okay. Check it out. Confidence.
The back one is a little loose, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's very minimal. So we only have GoPro and this one to align on editing.
It's kind of weird, but I don't know. Check it out. Feels like there's a slight drag now.
On the first one?
The second one.
Yeah, it's a little too tight.
Think so?
Yeah, it's got a... The drag is a little bit much. I have, then again, nah, it's still a little on the tighter side.
Alright.
Like it, just slightly fucking tight. Behind it.
That's a good cover shot right here. Loco Souls Tuning.
Yeah. It is the name of the channel, right?
It's Locos.
It is tuning. And it is crazy.
Sure is.
Okay, give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Good? Tight or loose?
Yeah, it's a lot better, that's for sure.
Okay, 90. Right about there. All right.
So yeah, now you see, yeah, that definitely works. I'm a believer now.
Sorry?
When it comes to the lift. So you definitely don't want to go down the line with this.
No, that's good. See, sometimes it's good to just take that extra information and verify it. You know, does it make sense? If you don't know, now you know. See, Moosh was missing out though. That's good.
That's why he's so good.
Oh yeah. Check the second valve. Feels a little light, but the first one feels pretty good.
So this one here, alright?
Yeah.
Slight drag. Nice snap. I mean, I don't think the snap really has anything to do with it. I just go with that.
Yeah.
It's a slight drag, really. I just feel comfortable when I feel that. Yeah.
That one feels light, right?
Trying to get in a straight angle here. I don't know, actually, I think it might be alright, dude.
Feels just right. Yeah, like it has just that slight tap, but it's like I said, it's a little bit on the light.
You might want to adjust a little bit there. Yeah. It is better to be loose.
Is it?
From what I understand. Alrighty, so
Yeah, I didn't adjust that one.
alright,
So that's how that one felt always.
alright.
That might feel slightly tighter.
That feels good.
Got it?
I like it.
Hit on the mark? Right. So round 2 is good.
Round 3. Good luck. Fight.
We're
The money shot.
do or die.
Round 3. Fight. TDC. It's underwater.
So this one, you're gonna do on your own and I'll check.
Oh shit.
Oh man, no,
It's not that serious?
man. That can't be good, right?
No?
Like, I understand when shit's hard, you know, you gotta take a deep breath, but like every minute, every like, hour, it can't be right. I just feel like working on cars shouldn't be hard. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It should be something that's like fun,
Um,
entertaining at the same time, right? That's why we're doing what we're doing right now.
yeah.
You know?
And you just learned something too.
Exactly.
That's the best part of it.
So, you know, obviously the more you do it, the better you get at it. So,
Yeah.
you know, I understand that part.
Alright, these do feel a little tighter for me. But that's because, I don't know. Feels a little on the tighter side.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's tolerable.
Make sure you're using the right feeler gauge.
That's 179.
I don't think I've actually known. So. That feels fine.
And so it's 27. Yeah, I say. It's got the snap. A little on
I mean, remember, you gotta go straight with it. And the camera's kind of in the way, but at the same time, it feels good. Yeah, it feels fine.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Feel the exhaust? Because I think the exhaust felt good to me. And
We already went through it once, twice. We
Yeah.
even rechecked.
we're gonna torque. I'm gonna torque those bolts down.
Oh yeah, once you do that, then you're really on, you know? That feels good.
So we're gonna go 20 Newton meters.
That feels good. Honestly, I think that like this right here, that's how you want it. That's how you really want it right there, right? That feels fucking slight drag. And for me, that's how you want it right there.
Yeah.
It should be good.
It's not bad. Moo shoe. Welcome to the show. So we're gonna torque these. This is round 3. And then we're gonna check one more time. 20 Newton meters. I mean, it does need torquing. It's going tighter. 20 Newton meters. Okay, verify.
Slight drag, yep, that's good. Easy to go in, easy to go out. You know, same thing. It's good.
Alright, so we're gonna go to cylinder 3. 3. Alright, 180, 90 degree turn on the cams. Right. Very good. Very good. Wow, this one's pretty tight. Yeah, for some reason that one's very, very tight. This one feels fine. That one feels good. That one feels good. The one exhaust one in the back feels tight.
This one here.
The back one, yeah.
Yeah, it feels a little rough. I have to go loose on that motherfucker.
Loosey goosey.
Yep. This feels good. I like that one. This one needs to be loosened. So this is the final adjustment, you know. After this, I would say leave it alone.
Yeah.
Even if it makes noise, bro, you can still go back in and adjust. It's not a big deal. It's the point. The point is that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, you're not gonna know, right?
Yeah.
You can't break an egg unless you want to make an omelet, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty guaranteed, surely, you should be satisfied that, you know, this is not going to be fucking a problem. I mean, how else are you going to get good at it, right?
Okay, let's get our feeler. 279. No, I know. Can't work with people like that, obviously. You know what I mean?
Give it a shot, Moog. And this battery's not charged either. Fuck.
Yeah, I think it's good, that too.
Newton meters. $20. $20. $20. 20. Check.
Technically, it should only take like 3 hours tops.
To do this?
Yeah, probably less, to be honest with you.
Well, when you're a pro at it and you're, you know, obviously.
I would say like an hour.
Yeah.
You know, at least.
Good?
Yeah. Like, even then, like I said, people that are pros, they still fuck it up too. Even in Chicago, it always happens.
Yeah. So on the 4, 180, 90 degree.
Really important.
Feels pretty good. It's hard to say. I feel like the back one's a little bit on the lighter side, but it does feel like it has a snap to it. The back valve feels like it's got like just it's on a lighter side, but the yeah, I don't know. Feels the same and it feels okay, right?
Oh no, it's got to work.
Feels good. Feels good.
Part of the tensioners, the sensor had no pressure.
Yeah,
The surge.
okay. 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 House.
You like that, right? High hop.
180, 90. Really, really tight. That one was okay. No?
Yeah, this one feels
Fine.
the same as this one over here.
Does it?
I couldn't even have like a straight talk with him. And like always having to listen to what he has to say.
Okay. It's good.
Nice monkey.
Okay.
So you know how they do drifting over there? You know, so you ever wonder how people get into drifting over there? So let's say you want to get into drifting. You don't need a license or anything, but you need a car, right?
Yeah.
So they'll have a car like ready to go. So you can take ownership of that car, like whatever it is, Nissan, Honda, whatever whatever you're trying to get into.
Yeah.
And basically, you buy the car at the track, you leave the car at the track, so it stays in storage. So, like, let's say you're an outsider, right? So but you feel like coming in and you want to drift. That car is yours and ready to go. All you need to do is buy tires and brakes, whatever, and you can start drifting. So we torqued it all, right? So I'd say go back to TDC 1, so then you don't get back where we started. That should be it.
So like right about there. Yep.
So yeah, I mean at this point I'm pretty much done. And that's a valve adjust.
Flawless victory.
Stay tuned for the next video as we put stuff back together on the F22C. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. A very big thank you if you watched it all the way through.